There we go. What is going on, silly snakes? Are you new to the channel? Because I don't remember that username. Virginia, there you go. What's going on, Virginia? How can you hear me now that I'm using the earpiece for my microphone? Can you hear me okay? What's going on, Ellis family pythons? I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know that you guys can hear me real well because I am trying out this earpiece just to see if you guys can hear me a little bit better. That way it's not, I'm up here and you can hear me a little bit. Back here, it's not so much. So I'm just trying to keep it more consistent. So hopefully everything is good. Make sure you smash that like button. That way everybody else can get notified because we all know I'm only doing this once a week now. So there's a little bit more to cover than usual. So that's a good thing. Awesome. That's good, Virginia. How's your snakes doing, Virginia? All-time reptiles. What's going on? How's everything over there in the snake den, Jeremy? It's going good here. A lot of changes coming too. I'm going to let you know a couple of changes that is happening and some that may be happening here at DCR. I think it's all going to be to the positive side of things. I just want to ask you guys what your thoughts are. But I want to kind of wait and see who all shows up. That way I don't go over it as many times. All three snakes are well, thanks. Just fade too, and the baby is in shed. That is awesome. Virginia said, hey.
Hi, Virginia. You changed your name?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
What's going on, CJ? So, yes, there are some changes going on here at DCR Reptiles, and you guys are going to be the first to know about them. There's only one person here that knows what I'm doing. The other two don't, but I may do it and I may not. So there. Busy. Paired males today and stop pairing 5. They are going to lay. That is good because I also have a question for you guys. As you guys know, as I covered on the Sunday vlog after the Super Bowl, I showed you my vanilla girl that looked like she was going into ovulation. Well, I want to show you what she looks like now and see what you guys' thoughts are. And while we speak, I'm going to look up to see when the last time she ate is, because she has been off of food for a while. So I'm going to do that. I should have done that earlier, but I've just been kind of busy around the house. Going to kind of tell you guys what's going on. And what's wrong with your knee there, CJ? All right, let me see here. See if I can find this snake in a fast fashion here. First, I guess we better find out what serial number it is, but I think I know about when I got her. It's going to be after that. It's going to be after that. There she is. The last time she ate was on 11/24. Heard it on a 4-wheeler today. Well, that's not good. So this girl's been off of food for a little over 2 months. And of course, you know, I'm breeding her with my Mojave male. He, of course, is 2 off of food. So, it looks like we're all going to stick to 4. But, maybe, just maybe, we'll get more people in here. That would be awesome. So, there's 5. That's awesome. There's only 2 thumbs up. Okay. Nope, there's 6. All right, now we're starting to come in here. Now we're starting to come in here. I got pieds, hepides, and clouds coming. That is awesome. I finally made a live stream for a change. Yes, I understand that, Gail. Glad you made it. Now that I'm only doing this one time a week, there may be some more info in here than normal, but hey, you got to do what you got to do to get by and to have things go right. Today is going to be kind of quiet. The fam went skating. I'm here with you guys. That's it. So you're stuck with just me today, but I'm pretty sure you guys will be okay with that. So let's go ahead and get started on the rat room a little bit. Get to let you guys know what's going on in there. And see what it is. And I did rearrange once again. Can you guys see any difference? Yes. This used to be over there. Reagan will not be back on this live. She went skating. This used to be over there. And that rack used to be over here. Now, why did I move this over here? Well, the reason why is because, as you guys know, and I'm not trying to rub it in, but as you guys know, we are in kind of a winter status here in Florida, which is a little bit cooler than normal, but still warmer than most of the U.S. So I am not complaining. But as we both know, rats and mice do better in warmer climates rather than colder. So that window being open, I was afraid was going to kind of hamper my mice situation here. I did take them out of this and I did put them into those tubs. We'll get to that here in a minute. But what I did was I took them away from the window so I could have more circulation there. I put this back on as a dual fan. I still have my heater, which I will turn on if it gets cool, and I'll turn this off and turn the heater back on. Now, over here, you might say, hey, you got 4 tubs there. What are you doing? Well, here's what I'm going to do. There's going to be another one here eventually. I got the water bowl up here. I got the water lines ran through the back, and I got them going in there to the water nipple in the back. Everything is going well. Yes, we do have little babies in there. I don't know how well you can see them, but we do have little fuzzies in there now. They are starting to move around just a little bit, so that is good. That's the two females are in there. I believe the second one is gravid. So what I plan on doing, I plan on expanding my mice breeding. I'm going to get 2 more females in here, 2 more in here, keep the 2 in here that are in here, put 1 tub here for the male rat. That way, if all of these other tubs are pregnant, I can pull him out and put him right there. So that is why this looks like it is. I bought this little thing at Walmart, which I'm going to actually put a different tub up here also, even though they don't go through that much water. Also in here, there's my rats. Now, what I did with my rats, these 2 tubs here, or these 2 racks here, I quit using the pine pellets because I think the dust was affecting the rats. I tell you, that pine and that dust is just a killer. I started to notice them sneezing. Now that I don't use the pine pellets, they aren't sneezing anymore. So I'm going to take these 2 racks and switch these over to just aspen also. Therefore, they won't be sneezing, crossing my fingers. Now, what I may do is, and I know you guys are going to have positive and negative thoughts about this, but I know there's a few people that do this, and it does work for them. When it starts getting warmer outside, where it's 80 degrees, 75 degrees at night, what I'm thinking about doing is taking these rats, putting them on this wall one more time, cleaning up all that mess. I got to clean out the closet, and I may, if I do that, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these and put them in the front room or front bedroom. So if I do this, I'm going to put them, all my snake racks, right there. That way, everything is in one room. This will be my reptile room and my rat room, and give room in here to move the table from here to over here. Now, you might ask, what are you going to do with the new racks that you are getting? Well, that's going to be another story, because if my measurements are right, they are not going to have room in this room. So I already have a plan to have all the hatchlings right in that corner. So that would work. So, what do you guys think about that option? What's going on, Youper? How's everything going? Everything's going great here. It's kind of quiet. Let me turn off this TV. Let me see here. Where's the off and on switch? I don't want to have to look at it. There we go. Bingo. Okay. So, I'm going to set you guys up here and pull out my vanilla, and then we'll get over to the TV after this and just see what you guys' thoughts are on what I just talked about, because I would love to see you guys' input. Let me turn on another light so you have a little bit better picture of what I'm trying to show you. So we'll close that, and then we'll turn this light on, make it a little bit brighter, not too much. Don't want it cinematic in here. So let's go ahead and pull out Laura. Well, she may be bigger now than what she was. I think she's in ovulation, because there's a little bit of a suck in here, as you can tell. But look at that swell. Look at that. And this, she's been like this since Sunday. So what do you guys think? To me, that looks like an ovulation. But she's been swollen like that for about a week. But she hasn't really been, I haven't noticed that. To me, that looks like a tail suck. What do you guys think? If that's ovulation, that's a very good sign. But what do you guys think? I want to hear you guys about that, because she's swollen from about, well, here to here. If you guys can see that, from here to here. But it looks like a tail suck right there to a point. Yeah, she is awful big. She's a vanilla I bred to my Mojave, and of course you can tell the hanging there. So we'll see. I think she's in ovulation, hopefully, but she's been swollen there for about a week. The last time she ate was November 24th. Stay in there, sweetheart. Yeah, the last time she ate was November 24th. She ate a frozen, thawed, medium rat. Let's just show you a couple girls that shed. That's what I was thinking. But what threw me is she's been swollen in that area for a week. That's what threw me. But hopefully it's ovulation. Hopefully it'll go back down. And hopefully in a couple weeks she'll shed. That way I know for sure that's a post ovulation shed. And then we're getting eggs. So hopefully that's the case. I know I need to get me a ultrasound machine, but that costs some money. So I'll have to wait on that. But let's show a couple snakes, if I remember, the ones that actually shed. That way you guys will know. Virginia, yes. Females will go off of food when they hit about 20 millimeters, the follicle size, and then they won't eat. And then depending on how you how their body is after they lay the eggs, and you wash the tub, wipe them down, get the egg smell off of them and out of their living quarter, then they may go directly back on food. Some, however, wait and don't go on food for a week or two. Everything that I have hatched out previously has went back to food that day or a couple days after. So that's what's going on with that. Now, this whole rack, minus Bonnie, is all off of food. Bonnie is still eating like a champ. She is a sweetheart. As we all know, she's the first ball python I ever got. And if you remember, she was nice and small when I got her. Now, she is still eating. She's eating medium rats. But I don't know if she's actually growing follicles. I don't know if she's going to go this year. As we both know, I am going for double head albino pieds for her this year. I don't really see any area here that's sticking out like she's growing eggs, but well, I guess we will know in a few months. I am still pairing them up. She has locked up 2 out of 3 times with him being in there. So that's a good sign. Come on. There you go. Now, this girl here is bigger this year than she's been. She's growing a little bit every year. She just shed out. And this is she's on the cool side, of course, but this here is my classic possible het pied. I did put my male pied with her because I'm trying to prove her out, because look at those awesome pied markers. Look at that long track right there. But she is bigger. She produced for me both years that I've been breeding, so that's good. The first year she produced 4 eggs. 2 of them were slugs, 2 of them were bad, or 2 of them were slugs, 2 of them were good. Sorry. And I got a classic out of her, and I also got a banana out of her. Now, she's the one that when I got her from Always Involved with Pythons. He bred her to a banana. So that's how I got a banana out of that clutch. Now, last year, she gave me 5 good eggs, and they was all classics because I bred her to a classic. This year, I'm breeding her to the male pied to try to prove her out to be 100% het pied. So she just shed out. Another girl that just shed out, well, she shed out on the 6th. This girl's a shy girl, and I don't show her off very much. I don't handle her very much. But that is the possible genetic blackback. Now, I may get tagged, I don't know. But this is the possible genetic blackback. She has never, and I don't know if this is common with genetic blackbacks, but look at that tail right there. And she's looking like she wants to strike, so I necessarily don't want to get bit. Now she don't want to let me go. All right, got her put away safe and sound. Now let me see, who else? Well, Bella here is that pastel possible het hypo, well, ghost, orange ghost, or some type of ghost that I got off of Craigslist, and she was very small when I got her. I'm talking 47 grams, skin and bones. I mean, the guy just said he fed her like once every 3 weeks or once every month whenever she would eat. But ever since I got her, she was eating every time I fed her. So I double pumped her full of rat pinkies the first 3-4 weeks just to get her weight back on her. So that's good. Now she's off feed. I think she's around 1,000 grams, pretty close to it, but that's fine. So she's doing well. Who else do we have that shed? I marked some of these already off. I'm looking here. Well, we got our spinner blast here, and I want to announce something too. I don't know for sure yet, but oh, calm down. You're just fine. I'm getting a little hissing action over here, but I am considering it, but I have not made up my mind yet. These 2 female spinner blasts that I hatched out last year that I'm holding back, I may end up letting them go because I need the room. Nothing is wrong with them. They eat like crazy, and as you can tell, this one has a little bit of a temperament. But I don't know yet. I'm considering it, but I don't know. But that's a spinner blast, fresh out of shed, female, which is beautiful. Look how high the white is on them. And I kept this girl back because I liked how the solid lines are down the back. She's just gorgeous. But no, it won't be a auction. I'll just have to sell them if I do it. I don't know yet. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and look at the other spinner blast as well. She's a beast. She's the one that started eating first out of the whole clutch. DEA, we're not going to sell right now. But this here's the other spinner blast because I haven't made up my mind yet. Another high white side. But no auction tonight. Sorry, guys. I know you guys are wanting it, but no auction tonight. I want to make sure 100% up here that's what I want to do because I don't want to regret it. So, but I do need the room. I'll let you know for sure next week on what I want to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull Laura back out and let DEA look at it. Let Andy look at it, see what he thinks, and get his opinion on this girl. This girl has been big for a couple weeks. She has been like this for about a week, and she hasn't ate since November 24th, I believe. And everybody else, you guys have already seen it. I'm showing Andy, letting him look at it, because I know he's very knowledgeable. I just want to get his input. So this girl is my vanilla girl. And if you noticed, she's swollen right in here. Now, she's been swollen like this for about a week. I don't know if the eggs are just getting big or what, but she is swollen right in here pretty good. So, Andy, what is your thoughts? If she's been swollen for a week, if she's been like this for a week, what's your thoughts on that? Come on, little lady. There you go. Put her back in here. That way I don't have to disturb her. I know. There you go. Stay in there. Oh, stay in there. There you go. All right. So what's your thoughts on that, Andy? When it she hasn't laid for me. I'm wanting to say like last year, the year before, possibly. Before I got her. She didn't last time she ate was November 24th. So she's been off of food for December, January, going on 3 months. And last time I put the Mojave in there, as you can see here, I put the Mojave in there on 11/19 to 11/23. They did lock up. 12/10 to 12/13. They did lock up. 1/9 to 1/12. They did lock up. Now they did lock up more than that before I actually started recording that. When did she shed last? And is she still locking? Yes, she is still locking. And let me see when she shed. I think it was 1 or 2 weeks ago. Let me put this down and look in the records. Hopefully the wife wrote it down. But I got a solution to the record keeping, and we're going to go over that here in a minute. A few of you might have already seen it, but we will see. So let me see here. I got to look at the records. And according to the paperwork, she shed on I don't think she got the last shed because it's saying 12/9, which that kind of does not make any sense because she should have shed since then. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to start doing. I'm actually in the middle of doing all this now. It's just taking me longer than I thought to get it done, but I've got like 12 of them done or so out of 56. So yeah, I did 4 of them today. But what I'm doing for my record keeping, and I'm not going to do it fully until everything is done, and that is Reptile Scan. I am transferring everything to Reptile Scan. Everything on paper, I'm putting it into Reptile Scan, and I'm going 100% Reptile Scan. That way, everything is recorded online, easier to do it, easier to keep track, and accessible anywhere, anytime. So what I did was I made these little cards, these little labels with Velcro on the back. I'm going to have, like, for the females, well, they're all going to be set up. Let's see here. Try pairing her again, see if she refuses to lock. If she could be gravid and building eggs. I love reptile skin. Well, I plan on pairing her again next week, so we'll see what happens. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm putting all of the labels on the right side of the tub, males and females. Now, the females that I'm breeding will also have the ability to have one on the left side. Now, what I'm going to do is all of the breeder males that I have, I'm going to have a duplicate tag. That way I don't have to take this tag off, put it over here, and put a male in with all these girls. Then I wonder, where does those males go? So what I'm doing is I'm going to leave that on that tub. And then I'm going to have a double tag for each male. That way I just look through there, grab that tag, put that on the tub, and that is how I'm going to do it from now on. Reptile Scan is a very good app. You can record your feeding, you can record your feeding, your sheds, your when they use the bathroom, you can record that. Everything you can think of, you can record it. Now, you can also sell on there also, but I don't know how well that does. So DEA, I'm glad you're doing okay. Little update here. This guy did shed, I believe. Now, it's okay. Calm down. This here is my one and only pied het lavender albino, or pied 100% het lavender albino. And I think it's got a little yellow belly in there too. Because if you look at the sides, there's not a lot of black influence on the sides like pieds normally get. So I think that might be yellow belly also, as orange as this guy is. This is of course for my dreamsicle project, but I got to get this guy in here. He wants to come out and visit. There we go. All right. So if you look, this girl's off food. This girl's off food. This girl's off food. The lavender albino's off food. Josephine is off of food right now. Rose is not. She is eating. The spot nose and the inchy calico are both off of feed. So I have a lot of snakes that are off of feed right now. I think that's 1,000-gram wall speaking there. A lot of the males are off feed. It's breeding season. A lot of the females are off feed. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is breeding season, so we'll find out. But that's about all that's going on with the ball pythons. Hopefully, the vanilla is getting very close to laying some eggs. Now, it's interesting that you said that she wouldn't lock up if she's gravid, but my het pied girl, the first year I had her, when I had the black pastel pied male, they locked up, and then a couple days later, she laid eggs. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, within about a couple weeks, we'll get a shed. And if we do get a shed, then that means hopefully that means she's good to go. I don't know how many eggs she's going to lay. I think I felt like maybe 4 or 5, but she's big enough she should lay more than that. But that, I want to say 99 or 100% of that clutch will be available. If I can get a vanilla Mojave female that I like, I'll probably hold that back, but everything else in that clutch will be available. The other girls, of course, pretty much this whole rack besides Bonnie. Let me look here. Uh, Oh, Veronica 8. Let's see if she's still locked up because she's been locked up with the cinnamon. Let's take a look because I put them in the other day and they've been locked up for a couple days. Don't mind the dirty tub. We all know what that means. Got some action going on there. And of course, that is my cinnamon, one of my cinnamon boys, locking up, trying to prove that gene out. And I think they will. But I put them together, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday, the 6th. And the first day they didn't lock. They've been locked. I don't know if they've been locked all the time, but every time I pull the tub open, they're locked for like 2 to 3 days. So, well, 2 days at least. So that's a good sign. The Cinnamon Boys are putting in their work this year. They've actually locked with both or all 4 of my classic females. And of course, I put the cinnamon to 2 classics and then the other cinnamon to 2 classics. Hopefully, they'll all take. They're all proven females, so we'll see. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. The smell in here is amazing. It's a lot better. Rats are doing really good. And the mice are doing really good. I got to clean them. Since I put them in these small tubs, I've been cleaning them twice a week. And that's doing okay. Of course, they are mice, so they do have a stinkier smell. But you can't smell it in the room. It's contained in there. Even though I do have a lot of holes in the top, they're still doing good. That's going to be my quarantine rack. Of course, as you can tell there, what's going on, Iron Dog? And if I do what we talked about earlier with moving this room around, that quarantine rack will not be in there. It will be in this other room because quarantine rack is that in itself, a quarantine rack. So let me turn that light out, and then we'll get back over there to the computer and start talking a little bit more. And I did make the decision to go and switch my substrate to ReptiChip or not ReptiChip, but it's going to be Pro Coco. And that way I can spot clean and be easier. Now, I'm not going to use it on the small tubs, on the V18s or the hatchling rack. Just the 28 and the 41 quart tubs. That's it. But that will make it easier for me to maintain. And instead of taking me an hour to 2 hours to clean, it's going to take me 10 minutes. So I can't, deny that. So that's going to be a good thing. I'm getting thirsty. I've been talking a lot, which that's my job, especially on here. How did that turn back on? I turned it off. Let's turn this off again. There, it's turned off again. So, now, I want to ask you guys, do you guys have any questions about what we talked about today? and about what we went over today. And did you guys miss me this last week? I missed you guys, but I've been busy doing other stuff, trying to get ready for that reptile show, because I will be picking some stuff up at the reptile show. And it's going to be more than just a couple racks. Not necessarily snakes. It's going to be loud a minute. It's not necessarily snakes. I'm actually picking up some Pro Coco over there. And we'll see about that. Now, I seem to remember we made a deal about hitting 500 subscribers by my birthday. We're only at like 447. So, in order for me to go live at the show, we need to hit that 500 mark. I will be going to the show on the 23rd of February. I am meeting up with one person guaranteed, 2 people possibility. And we all know who that one is. But we will be collaborating once again. And he's going to come over and check out this. So, much better. Let me get paper towel here. Then we will do that. All right, I'm back. So, let's go ahead and do a little bit of DCR sports talk. What did you guys think of the Super Bowl? To me, it was kind of boring. It was a defensive battle, but it was a good game. And I think the Rams gave up after the Patriots scored that touchdown. But it is what it is. Patriots did win. Sad to say. If it had been the Chiefs, I'd have been a lot happier. And the Super Bowl halftime show wasn't all that great either. But it is what it is. There was a couple commercials that was pretty good. It just seems like the Super Bowl halftime show and the commercials aren't like they used to be. So, at least it wasn't a blowout. But can't wait till next year. It's going to be another good year for the Chiefs. Anyway, so is there anything you guys like to know any more of? We covered quite a bit. I brought up some of my secrets that I'm doing. Everything's going well here. And getting a lot done, just not enough. But it takes a while to transfer all that information over to Reptile Scan. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I don't know if they are or not. As you guys know, I'm about 15 to 20 minutes away from the stadium. Never been to an NFL game. But Tampa Bay, I would say, since living in Florida, that's probably my NFC team. Chiefs are my AFC team. But how about Nick Foles? DEA knows about this. Nick Foles had an opportunity to be a backup quarterback for $20 million, and he is going to free agency. I'd sit on the bench for $20 million. If it was anything like last year, he would be playing half the season anyway. What's going on, Kenneth? How you doing? So, what genes have you guys found in the past week that you guys got turned on to now that you guys want in your collection? The puzzle is kind of a thing I may want. But I've been seriously considering the highway and freeway projects. And I'll probably end up getting puzzle is definitely a good one. I'm probably going to go with a super yellow belly, which is an ivory male, and might try to find me a, let's see here, what was I thinking? Super gravel and a super asphalt. That way, everything well, I wouldn't even have to do that. I already got the yellow belly male. I just need to get the super gravel or the super asphalt. Female, of course. But that's just a option I may be doing. I don't know if it'll be this year or not, but we'll see. Hopefully those, oh, let me turn here a little bit. Hopefully those 4 girls right there will lay for me and prove that project out. That'll make me happy. Of course, I'm talking about that secret gene that I've been throwing at you guys. And just trying to create room so I can get those 9 snakes over here. That way I can kind of let you in on what's going on that project. Because, of course, I will have every snake in that project here at DCR Reptiles. So I will, if I prove that morph out, then I'll have to come up with a name for it, and that'll be it. Just got to figure out if it's a codom or whatever. It's not recessive, I know that. But it's been almost 49 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. It's been great talking to you guys. And I might go ahead and jump on one of the Tuesday or Thursday vlogs this week. I don't know. Reagan did both of them because Faith didn't feel like doing one. So if that happens again this week, I may do the vlog, but we'll see. But I just figured I'd let you guys in on a little bit of what's going on behind the scenes here at DCR Reptiles. And make sure that you stay tuned. Don't forget, we do have that 500 subscriber giveaway if we ever get up to that point. And as always, I will see everybody in the next vlog and in the next live stream. So have a great week. Have a great weekend. Treat those reptiles with respect. And I will see everybody on the next vlog.